we've talked about media, we've talked about think tanks. The same thing is happening with Bollywood. That Bollywood, there was this whole movement against Bollywood and this ban certain actors for what they have said. It sounds a little bizarre sometimes that you go to that extreme, that you're banning an actor who just said that he liked beef and he said it several years ago. But there is this anger against a certain section of Bollywood that they had captured the narrative. Do you think that that is like valid, that angst that you're seeing spilling out now?
It's a reaction. It's a reaction to the left's cancel culture. Remember, the left started this cancel culture. You're a bigot, therefore we won't platform you.
Yeah.
They, of course, did it very differently. Right. The left in India has its own problems because if you were a lefty, they would promote any mediocrity, any F-grader, any third-rater. So what's happened is that all you need to do to become a serious public intellectual in India is talk left-wing garbage. And you can be absolute rubbish and you'll become a public intellectual. You'll be labelled a public.
Be in Khan Market, wear raw mango cotton saris, wear Kolhapuri chappal, carry a jhola, and have at least 3 books from Bhari Sons in your left arm and a jhola in your right arm. I'm talking about the women. And as far as the men, Fab India kurta, I'm just talking superficially, Fab India kurta and a Khadi Gramodyog Nehru jacket. And a slightly crumpled, disheveled look about you, and sit in Triveni and sip tea from Mitti Ka Khullar Ka wo thing. And you've given the impression that you are a left liberal. Now comes the spouting. Now you tell me, what is the spouting of the left liberal?
Now comes the spouting, where you can spout any kind of rubbish, and as long as it suits their agenda, they'll crown you an intellectual. But they're paying a very heavy price for it, which they don't realize.
What is
They've
that?
been wiped out from power. You look today, before, say the Congress, let's assume for this particular argument, the Congress is left and the BJP is right. Right? If this was the spectrum, the center was here, the BJP occupied here, the Congress was here, and the left parties were here. Today, the median has shifted so much that the left space is only this much. The Congress is competing, they're cannibalizing CPI, CPIM votes. This is the space. The BJP, by moving left, nobody is there to outflank it on the right.
But on that left that you're showing, that spectrum, is also clawing at that left is that Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes.
But it didn't work for him.
But Kejriwal, see, the thing is, Kejriwal is an opportunist, which I'm perfectly fine with. I say this as a compliment. I don't mean it as an insult. I would much rather have somebody like Kejriwal who's willing to toy around with the right and play the right game than an ideological left. And so what you've had is diminishing returns on the left. You tell me one
What
left
about Mamata? Does she come in that small spectrum of left?
She comes in a
Centrist.
regional identity. It's not a economic identity out there.
She got rid of the left and she came in.
She outlefted the left.
She outlefted the left, isn't it? She didn't become centrist or right. No, she just... Yeah, that's it, with a different name. So you basically have a left party with a different name there.
Basically. She was the left wing of the Congress party anyway.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
So what happens with the left in India is they are never going to get political power again for at least another 15, 20 years, as far as I can tell. Be it monarchs in Europe or be it communists in the USSR. They used to dole out money liberally to the arts, to literature, to academia, to write their hagiographies.
Okay.
Right. King John was actually bad King John of Robin Hood fame was actually a very good king. And good King Richard was actually a very bad king. And yet history will teach you that John was the villain and Richard was the hero.
Okay.
Whereas all the economic records and all the other records will show you that was actually not the case. King John was actually fighting for the rights of the people, and the barons took away the Magna Carta was actually a kind of re-enslavement of the people in a sense.